successfully. All right. Let me see if chat's working here right quick. Doesn't look like it is. Doesn't look like it is. I am going to open YouTube and Twitch chat, and that's what we're going to have to do. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to explain and express what is going on. I love body percussion. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's versatile, and I think matched and paired with beatboxing, you can cover a lot of sounds and intensities and versatilities. It's probably an incorrect use of plurals right there, but I think you get my gist. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. What we're doing, as soon as I get up that live chat, boom. Where's that chat? Where's that chat at? There we go. 3 out of 23 I got on my 3 videos I dropped. Sent them to undies. I look crazy in the videos, but oh well. Good. Good. I just got someone who commented, oh my god, I got toothpaste all over my mouth. No one told me. Rip. I just answered somebody who's a public subscriber, follows the channel, and they were complaining about my shorts. They were saying it wasn't good. What is that? Is that actually the... No, okay. Yeah, they were complaining about my shorts. They were saying they're too short, they don't make sense. And I said, work in progress. Right? Because that's what it is. And this is going to bother me till the end of time. What is going on here? What is going on here? Is that on the camera? Please don't let it be on the camera. Oh, that's going to bother the shit out of me. It's on the camera. Oh no. Oh dear God, no. I've never turned off this camera. Let's see here. Let's undo some of these sources, see if that gets rid of it. Okay. What about this? Where's my foot pedal? There we go. Okay, that's what it is. It's nested toggle. That's whew, scared the shit out of me. All right. So yeah, you know, it's one of those things where people are gonna say shit. They're always gonna say shit, and you just have to do it to where you do it anyway. You know, people are assholes. They're always gonna be assholes. Now it's over here. What is going on? Do that. Okay, let's do this. This. All right, that should fix it. All right. It's fine to not make it. Yeah. So they were like, what is this? I've gotten a couple of subscribers with my shorts. You know, I know how to do them. I started on Instagram, short form, specifically music videos. But it used to take me a week to make one post. I was new. I was new to the production game. I did some of the most inefficient shit humanly possible. I refused to use auto-tune, and so I'd have to, you know, mess with every track. I wouldn't touch quantization, so I was stuck moving waveforms. Not where you want to be in music production. This is going to bother the crap out of me. I had poor job shaving. But here we are. Music, you can't wait until shit is good to post your music. And so I'm proud of you, Tink, because we've had that conversation. And what I'm going to do, let me see if this goes up. Okay, good. What I'm going to do is, because I'm going to schedule a voice lesson with a friend of mine who's also a content creator. And we're going to just start and test out that before we do like a lot of lesson live streams. And we're going to do that. And in that live stream, I'm also going to go everything in the Discord. I'm going to go over everything in the Discord. And that will be like a new like podcast / long form video. So that's what we're going to do. Right now, we're going over practice. And we need the RC505 view, but for that, we need the overhead camera. This is a new investment I've made into the channel. Phone cameras are such high quality, and they're so darn cheap that unless you're going for like something like with bokeh, like something that's like really, really top tier quality, it actually makes no sense to not use a phone because they're cheaper than webcams and they're just better. That's where we're at with technology. So if you'll excuse me, I need to find that thing. Bobbers. I went out for a walk today. I really, if ever, exercise. So I went out for a walk. It's great. Took me a little bit more time than I thought it was going to take, but overall, can't complain. Damn, careful. Fade away like a brand new doomsday. That song is stuck in my head. It's such a banger. All right, while I'm looking for this, we're going to talk about efficient practice. Efficient practice involves building myelin. Really going down under here. I wonder if this cable will work. It's not a fast cable. Alright, we're going to use the not fast cable for right now. Or we'll just talk about it until I find the damn cable. Okay. We won't have the overhead view, which sucks. Like prepared. You can review it on here. I want it to be planned and good. I'm trying to do less like spammy approach. Not that I think that that's wrong. I actually think that's how everybody should start. Literally everybody who is interested in making content, just post it like crazy. And yeah, just do that and get used to putting it out on a rhythm, on a regular, until what you want to do is you want to post so much that you actually your shame becomes a non-issue. Took me 1,000 videos. Took me a long time. But now I think I understand enough about YouTube to kind of craft things a little bit to get higher performances. And it's also much easier for me to edit than it is to film. Filming takes a lot of energy. So anyway, so we're going to do this whole thing. It's going to be planned. It's going to be great after a few tries. But I want it to be like a whole thing. So when people tune in and they listen to this lesson stuff, they're getting a really broad sort of understanding of what it is to be a better singer. Okay. Body drumming. Oh, let's see. I'm going to copy this over. So I'm on the RC505. Let me see if I can get this over here, because it's important we see this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me make sure I don't have my social security number on my desk. We're good. All right, change the camera real quick. Change that. Oh boy. Here we go. Now my question is, did I change it over here? Not quite. Let's change that a little bit to be vertical. But yeah, so what we're doing is we're recording on the RC505 because the RC505 has quantization. We like quantization. People will say you should just play in time. And that's true. You should just play in time. But when you're layering and layering and layering and layering, there is an accumulation of error, of human error. And it's just the reality of it. That is what will happen. You will make more mistakes as time goes on. Make this a little bit more straight here. There we go. So you will make mistakes as time goes on. So you either spend a bunch of time recording, which is how it used to work, and there was no problem with that. But when you did that, what would happen is it would take a long time. We don't have that luxury now in the day of content, in the day of social media content. We just don't have that luxury. We have to make shit. We have to do it fast. Once you validate the idea Once you know that people will invest in your music, then you can take your time. Which you will not know that unless you post, and you post a lot. That's how you test it. That's how you test if people are going to give a shit about what you do. And now I'm going to be bothered because this is just not right where it needs to be. All right, that's a little too much over here. Boosh. All right, that's our RC505 view for now. I can walk 6 miles in 1 hour, 45 minutes. Being a cigarette smoker is another level. Yeah, I'm actually going to start doing some exercises. Beyonce used to kind of jog in heels and sing. I'm going to get on the treadmill and do an exercise that I hand my more advanced students, which is doing large body movements while working on sets. So like the aspirate gradual, the aspirate abrupt, glottals and stuff like that. You add that challenge and it recreates anxiety on stage, and it's much more difficult to do that. But it does also get the body kind of moving. So it's a good exercise. Okay. So 135. Usually metal is a little faster than that. But I'm new to this. And the theme of today, work in progress. I'm going to get rid of those tracks. All right. Now, with body percussion, you would have EQs. Very similar, right? You would have EQs. So we're going to put that on. We're going to use the RC505's EQs. They're not great. They're not very good. But we need EQs that will sound like a mess. So let's get started. Not quite there. Not quite there. This is going to take some time. Okay, that's what we're really here for. That's what I'm trying to sell you on. Okay, this is going to take time. So let's see. The RC505 does auto quantize to a degree. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, a little off. A little off. Better than I expected, though. It did a good job correcting. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to relax. I was practicing this on the way to the pharmacy this morning. I was walking. Best way to start your morning, by the way, scientifically proven. Get that sunlight in. When you're rigid, you're actually more prone to make mistakes. You're more prone to be off, especially when you're doing relatively fast stuff. This isn't super fast, but it's fast enough. Right. So I was trying to do beat accents, which is ultimately something I want. But we can't, I just can't, I'm not there yet. So, one more time. What I've done there, I have a couple different patterns. I did on the last one a crescendo. I messed with a lot of the beat patterns, trying to give accents to certain things. See what it sounds like. Yeah, the last one was off time. But the RC505 does a great job of quantization. I could record that 30, 40 times, walk away, come back, record it again. And eventually, I'll get it. Mind you the fact, I practiced this. I was walking down the street with, I don't have headphones anymore, so I had my double hoodie on because it's cold out, and I lodged my phone against my shoulder in my hoodie, and I pulled the strings. And I'm over here walking down a busy street, getting to my pharmacy, and I'm doing with the metronome. So it's not that the RC 505 prevents me from practicing or that you shouldn't practice. You should. The other thing here is I didn't do all one measure. I did kind of a thing. I stopped. Then I went and did it again, just a slightly different way. Adding slight variations to your practice helps a ton, helps a lot. Proven. That's proven. All right. If you need a source, I will send you in the direction of Make It Stick. It's a book about this concept, about memory, and about abilities. And it is based on a collection of Harvard studies. Phenomenal book. And also, there is the existence of myelin. We know how myelin grows. It is a fatty sheath that envelops a neuron in your brain. That is the very goal of practice. The very goal of practice is to build myelin. That is what we want to do. Period. That's what we want. Myelin only builds when you walk away and come back to it. So my taking a break to explain to you what I'm doing equates to that. Like that? How that all wraps up? So, let's do something a little different. We have the lows. Let's add something in the mids, a snare, if you will. There we go. So here's the snare. A lot of low end on roll off, so we don't get lower frequencies. Whew, that'll be our snare. Get a little, you know. Whew, 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 whew. Let's see what that sounds like. Whew, 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 whew. I'm going to change it up a little bit. First things first, I'm gonna close my bathroom door because the water sound is coming to the mic. Took that as an opportunity to turn on my lights. Okay. So, we have that. One of the great things about layering in audio, you can add something that's slightly different. Okay. I'm going to actually go to my EQ here. I'm going to roll off some of the low mids because I want a little bit of a higher sound. I went whew. Now I'm going to go ha. That vowel change is going to introduce some higher frequencies. So we do this. Let's take a listen to that. Now, the great thing about production, I don't need these to be perfect. Not even close. My goal here, I used to make this mistake. I wanted to record it the whole way through. That's how I was taught. Why wouldn't you do it that way? Well, nowadays in production, there is something called samples. Yeah, I'm going to make this. I'm going to change this to be a little different. It's bothering me. Today is about learning how to do this kind of stream for me. I'm not even recording this stream. I'm just streaming because I want to get this right. So, I only need samples. I don't need it to all be great. I need to take a few takes, take what's good, and use the samples for this song. A lot of musicians cringe at the very idea of what I just said. But the audience doesn't give a shit. I highly doubt that anyone listening to EDM, like a banger track of EDM, goes like, well, you know, I really wish they didn't use samples. No one gives a shit. So the idea here is to make the best recording possible. Not to flex, not to equate it to a live performance, because it's not. So we do this. We get samples, and we use it. I don't think, that said, I don't think this sample is good enough. I don't. We're deleting it, and we're doing it again. Let's see how that sounds. Hey, Tom. How you doing, man? Let me bring up chat a little bit. For some reason, my restream chat isn't working, so let me bring that up and see if I can get more than just... Okay, no one's chatting on the Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, for the folks that are tuning in. And thanks for the chatters. Appreciate you. And appreciate no one mentioning my toothpaste situation. All right. So, there we go. One or two of those I like. I'm going to keep one or two of those, and then I'm going to use it. And the great thing about samples is, like, I can take that and be like, well, musically, I think there's something better musically than to just do sixteenths and quarters or half notes. Yeah, half notes. I don't like it. Maybe as I'm mixing, as I'm putting it together, maybe I don't like it. So I don't have to record a bunch of shit again. I move the samples around, and we'll live stream that process. That said, I still want more layers. Now, I like some of this on this track, so we're not going to mess with that. But we are going to add some claps. And I want it to be a little more robust. Instead of, it's going to be something like that. Instead of this. This has less high frequencies here. So, we're going to do that. Well, that bit's not going to the final mix. Highly recommend you don't do that with a ring on. Do not recommend. Let's hear it though. And I'm going to bring up everything relative to the bass. Now, what I'm going to do, I think, in the end of that is I'm going to, when I'm mixing, I'm going to add a choir effect. I want it to sound thicker and heavier. And I could just record more layers. But choir effects are really good now, so that'll save time to just do that. The clickiness of this bit, to me, it's a little too clicky. A little bit. I don't know if I like it. Let's see. I want a little bit of that clickiness on the bass. This is gonna be tough because I really have to get it in time. So here we go. Forget it. Clearly I practiced one, not the other. I'll have to do that, I think. That's what we're gonna do on the snare. Let's see how that sounds like before we commit to it. I'm gonna lower that all down a little bit so I can hear it more clearly. When you're mixing, it's a good idea to go low. Let's see how that sounds like before we... And one thing that's throwing me off is the... I don't have it on line out. I have a metronome here. That's ruining my my ability to hear this. So. Let's see how that sounds like before we... That click is going to make more sense when I get an EQ on it and I get a little choir effect on the snare hoofs there. Now there is one more thing I wanted to record. An expletive. That's what I wanted to record here. Let's see. Oh, fuck. That's what I was going to record. Fuck. I want it to be beefier than that. I need to like kind of get up and... Fuck. Fuck. How high is that? I don't think it's high enough. To be epic, to be truly epic, I don't think it's high enough. I'm not hearing that. There we go. While we're doing that, let's change that. Yeah, let's do that. That's kind of the beginning of the high range. Listen, A flat. So, oops. I'll need my metronome back. Let's see. Fuck! There we go. Fuck! A little loud. Let's see if it clipped too hard. There's a choir effect on there. I didn't want it to be. We're not getting enough. It clips and then we're not getting enough. So we'll try that again. We're going to get some distance. When you hear opera up close, it's really twangy. So it's good to get some distance. Okay, so why am I doing that? I'm gonna recreate one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time. by 5-second films. And I'm going to recreate the whole thing. So. Not bad. I'll add a little see how that sounds. What's that sound? I think I ruined it. I don't know what that sound is. Sounds like a click. It doesn't sound like a Let's try one more time. I'll do it this way. Fuck! I'm an artiste. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, I'm doing it too early. Fuck! 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 Wow, very clear that I was running out of breath there, but we're gonna layer it anyway. Fuck. Fuck. Go. Fuck. 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 Something weird happening over there. I'm not sure what it was. About to find out though. Fuck. I think it was when I moved, my shirt moved with it. Now I'm gonna get rid of this one. Wasn't too happy with it anyway. I'm just gonna add a clap, I think. I want to add another harmony. I'll add D natural. Oh, fuck! Let's do that. Fuck! Fuck! I don't like it. Oh, it's too messy. Too messy. I don't like it. If I EQ'd it and panned it, I could make it actually work. I just don't want a diminished chord. That's what that was. Fuck! Fuck! Let's do it major. Fuck! Forgot my note. Fuck! Oh. I'm gonna bring chat up. Sorry if y'all were talking. I wasn't checking it in. Oh, explicit opera. You got some distance. It's a little better. Yeah. Hey, Schuster. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, expletives and opera. There's a great 5-second films. I'm gonna pull it up. It's so good. It's just super good. Yeah, late for work. This is one of my favorite pieces of YouTube content ever made. And I'm gonna go with Chrome. Here. Suppose my face is supposed to be over there. Here we go. No, this is a little too... think I like it when React people do it kind of this way. But I'm just so in the middle of the shot. I think that works. Yeah. Let's do it a little smaller in the corner there. There we go. All right. This is one of my favorite pieces of content ever made. Ridiculous.
Oh, fuck!
Before shorts, there was OG YouTube, where short form reigned supreme. 5-second films, Ego Raptor, you name it. A lot of really, really, really good content creators who did short form, who were nuked by the watch time metric being prioritized at YouTube. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to film it and recreate it, because you learn by copying, really. So I'm just going to copy it and I like that, and I'm going to change it up, modernize it. The alarm clock will be a phone, because no one uses a fucking alarm clock anymore, among other things. So, yeah. Now I have a lesson in 10 minutes. I think I have enough to work with. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to mix it. We'll see what happens. I do feel like I need a bigger snare. Let me add a clap before I go. I really, really want that clap. All right, let's see. That E is flat. This is flat. Yeah, you can see the pitch wavering. I need to stretch, man. My torso is so tight. That's why I was going to get on the treadmill and practice, but I got to teach. So that's another thing, another time. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. That's all there is for now. And I'm excited to teach my student. So we're going to end this. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to try to make these a little cleaner. I have a bit more of a plan. But it's hard to know to plan unless you've done it a few times. So anyway, thanks for being